Now, to make our lives easier, there are some laws we can use to help us with index powers so that we don't have to write everything out in factor form and expanded form. So the first one is, what do you do when you multiply numbers that are in index form together? What do you do? So if we wrote this in factor form, it'd look like this. It'd be 2 multiplied twice and then another 3 times. And if you think about it, that's really just the same as 2 to the power of 5, i.e. 2 multiplied 5 times. So maybe, can you see the rule that would help us here? So what would be the shortcut? What is the relationship with the powers? So just pause for a second and see if you can see how we got the number 5 from the index powers. So what we've got, our first index law is essentially this: when you multiply the bases together, you can add the powers. So, and you can see this here because what we've got is that 5 we got from multiplying 2 plus 3. So i.e. we add the powers. So that's the first law you need to have written down in your summary book. So how would you apply something like this? Well, if I've got 8, this just says simplify. Evaluate would mean I can actually work it out. Here I would have 8 to the power of, and I just add the powers together, which is 8 to the power of 7. And if I actually evaluate that, that would mean I actually work the number out. So I'm not going to do that now. We just want to apply the laws. What about this one? Again, with algebra terms, we usually deal with the numerals first and then our pronumerals. So if sometimes it helps to write the whole thing out, so I'd write 5 times 2, and then I've got times e to the power of, add the powers. Now that's much easier than writing e expanding it 10 times. So what we're left there is 10 times e to the power of 13. So again, multiply numbers, then add the index powers. And you can only do that, obviously you can only add powers if the base is the same. So that's an important thing to note. I can only do it if the powers are the same. So have a look at the next question. Here I've got some numbers. So I'll do them first. I can do 7 by 3 by 2. Now I can't multiply m and n. They're different. So I can only do the powers for the like terms. So here I've got n to the power of, now I've got n and n to the power of 4. So I would have n to the 5 plus 4. And I've also got still left m to the power of 8, but there's no other term there with the same base, so I can't really do anything with the m. So 7 times, multiply the numbers together. 7 times 3 would give me 21. Multiply that again, and you get your 42. So to 42 n to the power of 9 m to the power of 8. So a couple of things there. You can only add the powers if the base is the same. That's really important, so make sure you have that written down. And usually we do the coefficients first and then the index laws.